So this would be an invalid higher high, higher close, and we would not have a new structure high.
Yeah, and this is foundational. This is like, I know you guys are getting this like, all right, this is baby stuff, but it really is. I told you guys that everything is mind mapped, right? That everything that we're doing here has a purpose, that nothing is arbitrary. Well, this is how it starts. We start out, we've got so many different people from so many different places on earth and so many different skill levels. We want to make sure that everybody is on exactly the same page. Okay. Now, some of you, it may frustrate you, but I guarantee you, when we get really deep into it, when we get really deep into advanced pattern formations and CTS trading and all that type of stuff, you're going to be very, very glad that we have laid out in a perfect format a methodology that 100 out of 100 traders can agree on exactly what we're seeing and why we're making the decisions we're making. And it starts with a basic understanding of structure and, like Akil said, basic principle of when does the market make a new structure high? When do we actually move into a trend? So it's really critical that at this very, very basic level that you're grasping
And
this very...
Guys, it took me so long in my personal journey to really understand how, again, how important it was to be able to read this stuff. And I was trading for, maybe a year or so, and, when I look back at it, I knew nothing about structure. I couldn't tell whether we were in a bearish trend or bullish trend. I just went on feel. Oh, that was a big candle. It spiked up a lot. That must be a bullish trend candle. And I got eaten alive. I got eaten alive, and I really, it wasn't until I lost a good amount of money when I decided, hey, maybe I should go back and actually focus on the basics. And one thing I like to say is, if you don't understand the basics, how can you ever expect to do anything advanced? In my video, I gave the example of a basketball player. If you're a basketball player and you wanna do the fancy moves, dribble between your legs, spin moves behind your back, all the stuff that gets on ESPN and makes the highlights, well, how can you expect to do that if you can't dribble the basketball first and foremost? You have to learn the basics, and it's the same thing with trading. If you want to go on to be an advanced pattern trader, trade Gartleys, trade bats, trade ciphers, butterflies, you want to trade trend continuation, 2618s, double tops and double bottoms, all the fun stuff that we can go over, it takes a knowledge of structure, because all those trades deal with price action, deal with harmonics, they're all structure-based trades. And if you don't know this stuff, you're going to get eaten alive. It's going to be really cool to find them and identify them until you get stopped out, only to have it roll over and then you tell yourself, oh, I had the right idea, but you're not making any money.
Hey, I get there's a couple of questions coming across here that are really good ones, because you're looking at the chart that Akil just drew in. He's like, well, why'd you blow by that looks like a little cycle top there that you could have used there on the left side, and how do I know which one to use and which one not to use? And this is this is the easiest way when you're learning how to do this. The first thing is it doesn't really matter. All we really want to do is we're training what we call the reticular activating system. And the RAS is that little piece in the back of your brain that tells you what to pay attention to. The easiest way to explain it is, we'll do a little game here. I want you to look around the room. If you guys have never done this before, it's really powerful. But take a look around your room right now. Just swivel your head 360 degrees. I want you to look in your room, and I want you to pick out everything in that room that is red. And everything in that room that's red, I want you to remember as many of them as you can. Okay, so as you're walking down the room, I got a book that's blue, and I got a cup that's blue, and there's another book that's blue, so I got two blue books, and I got the TV's got blue on it. So I want you to cycle around the room, every single thing that's got blue on it, I want you to focus on and try and remember. Let's do a 360 in the room and come back to your spot, okay? Now that you're back in your seat, now that you're back at home, you've seen everything in blue, you've got all that stuff locked in, I want you to close your eyes, close them. This is where it gets fun. Close your eyes, and I want you to name as many things in that room that are red. How many things can you think of? Odds are 0, or maybe 1, because you knew about it beforehand, okay? The reason for that